Hello and welcome to yet another video, and I'm very sorry for the echo, but we're here with the amazing Isa from Berlin. She's an amazing model. Sorry, I'm just freezing right now.
Yeah, it's unbelievably cold in Berlin right now, but we're happy to shoot.
Yeah, we're here at a very amazing subway station in Berlin that I've been wanting to shoot for a while now, and finally I found a model who's also amazing, and she's here with us.
Thank you.
So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get in.
So yeah, I think this would be just like very plain and simple shot first. So I was thinking like, what if you either lean on the side like this, just lean towards me, I'll be over there, and it's just more like kind of like a simple leaning like this and just looking to the camera.
Okay.
So it seems like almost every time I'm in Berlin, I tend to either do a photo shoot at the train stations or at the subway or metro stations. And in this video, I'm actually shooting at a station where I've never actually been here before, but it's been on my list for a very, very long time. I really admire the aesthetics and the actual architecture design of this particular metro station or subway station. That being said, there are actually signs to watch out for if you want to shoot in this train station, which I'll actually talk about later on in the video. But for now, let's talk about gear, because it's actually very short and it's pretty much the same as always. So two cameras, one Canon EOS R5 with the 28 to 70mm. This time not always at f2 though, because there will be times when I actually want a slower shutter speed, therefore I would have to actually slow down my aperture for that as well. And the other camera is of course the R6 with the 85 1.2, mainly shooting at f1.2. Yes, this is nice. Yeah, that's really cool. You look like a really badass agent with the gloves and
Coat and everything.
yeah, like just the bit of the reflection. I think if we shoot something here, it could be like a half body, and you would be kind of like maybe playing with your collar. Like maybe without this jacket, but just like with just your top.
Without the jacket.
Yeah, and just kind of like playing with the collar. Imagine like, I don't know, your Zara selling your... So if you guys have been following my channel for a long time, you guys actually would know that I tend to actually start with sitting shots first, because I would like to also just get into the rhythm, let the model kind of relax her muscles, relax first, and then slowly getting into the standing shots. But of course, if you're working with more experienced model, and even though you just want to relax first, you can actually always start with some sort of more relaxing standing poses. So in this case, I'm actually asking for more just playing around with the hands or the collar. So kind of the more typical shots that you'd usually see, let's say on like some fashion websites or some fashion clothing stores, things like that. So don't be afraid to just try something cliche and relaxing first, just to get into the rhythm. Even though you might have mood boards prepared earlier in advance, but it's always good to start a bit light and easy and then get into the flow. Yeah, that's really nice. Yes. Okay, yeah, let me show you some. To maybe like do some playful sitting pose on the bench. I will try, because yeah, hey, I love it. Just go a bit closer. Yeah, we can just maybe move our stuff. Yeah. So these were the close-up shots. It's coming.
Without the jacket, with the jacket?
Without. Yeah. Careful. Come a bit more here. Yeah. Okay. It's just getting crowded now.
Yeah, when the door closes, we will have like 1 second before
Yeah.
it starts moving.
Yeah.
We can start. Let's get position.
Yeah. Here. We just have to get away from people for now. Okay. Yeah. You can. Or actually, we can try like the moving one. So like you can just leave your coat here or on my arm and then just like stand still, look into the camera, and it's just like I want that slow shutter
So
speed.
you don't want to take off.
Yeah, just take off the coat for now. Stay still. Look into the camera. Okay. Maybe this side, because if I shoot here, I see the bin. So despite the current temperature in Berlin between around 8 degrees to around 15 degrees, but as of the time of recording this video, the temperature was between -5 to -13 degrees. So that's why we were actually looking really cold, and sometimes my hands were just a little bit too shaky to actually even take proper pictures. So I'm really sorry about that. But if you guys were wondering why we look so cold during this time of the year in Berlin, well, it was filmed much earlier during the cold period, and it was actually one of the coldest days in Berlin. So yeah, that's why. Let me just change lens. It'll be a much tighter shot this time. It's really nice. Just go here. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, I'll let you look at some of the shots. These are the more compressed
Oh,
ones.
I love it. I thought maybe I can also maybe lean forward, something
Yeah,
like this.
yeah,
That
you
I
can.
didn't think of.
Yeah, let's try that. And also don't be afraid to actually incorporate some of these suggestions, some of the ideas that the other side might have, because both of you are also creatives, and you know, it's always nice to really combine certain details or certain ideas together, both the idea of that person and also your personal aesthetics and everything, because at the end of the day, you know that people who you work with will also have their own good ideas and their own good intentions. So it doesn't hurt to always combine both your good intentions and ideas together with theirs, because it might actually lead into a better idea or a more interesting idea as well. So it doesn't hurt to just experiment and give it a go, mix and match it up a little bit. Yeah. This is what I kind of have so far. So the timing is not really on our side. No, that's more like the reference from Titanic. No. Yes. No, that's really cute. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 1 minute, yeah. Coat? Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm definitely not sorry for how long this video is, simply because this is one of my favorite subway stations here in Berlin, and the architecture, the character, and everything is just so good. But of course, just like pretty much 95% of other metro or subway stations in Berlin, it's really dirty. It is so dirty and really kind of run down a little bit, but the actual characteristics and the actual texture, the vibe and everything is just still there, just like many other metro stations and subway stations in Berlin, and that's why I really love shooting in Berlin so much. And just be careful about how dirty and filthy it is, but if you can overcome that, it's so worth just capturing that characteristics and everything. Just really like look into the camera, just yeah, directly, also body directly into the camera. Yeah. The door's not closing.
No, I mean, which side is better?
Yeah, well, just straight first and then we try this side. Come on, Tram. Yeah, you can try this side. Okay. I was thinking maybe one leaning against the pillars, but I'm not sure how comfortable that would be. Because we have...
But I hope nothing disgusting.
Because we have this, but then we also have this that's also blocking your leg, kind of. Yeah, something like that I was looking for, but is it comfortable? Yes. It's pretty cool. Are you okay though?
I'm okay.
It's really nice. Let me show you. And one last image that I had in my head is the like a part where you're just like coming out of the metro.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Like stepping out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the door opens, just go in and then I'll quickly snap when you're actually coming out. And when you're coming out, maybe just like look to the side, like as if you're really looking for someone or
Okay.
like that. Even though it doesn't look like it, but when you're actually working under certain time pressure, a lot of the elements, a lot of the factors can actually not really enter your mind that much. So in this case, I was working with, okay, I have to go for slower shutter speed because I want that motion blur, and I also have to time it correctly because people will actually start to enter the metro and also exit the metro itself. So I have to time everything correctly, and I just didn't have enough time to always pay attention to my settings and everything, but always remember when you're working with shutter speed that is much slower than usual, you always want to make sure that you trigger at the time when the model is almost still. Otherwise, even though if you have everything perfectly in focus and perfectly framed, it could actually affect the blurriness or the sharpness of the model or the actual subject itself. So just be aware of that, and also be aware of the fact that, you know, what you're actually framing, because in this case, what I learned is, well, I tend to give either too much headroom or too little headroom and too much room elsewhere. And of course, you can actually see that in my final results. Yes, I'm showing you guys both my good and bad results here, but of course, you guys might have different preferences, which one is good and which one is bad, but I'm just gonna mix it all in this video. I was looking at your bag and I was like, I should... Get ready. Okay. Get ready to go in. Yeah, this door. Yeah, just come out. Oh. Yeah. Okay, that was too fast.
Too fast. Ah, there.
Yeah. I have in mind was like kind of like just casually reading, crossing your leg, and then I'll be kind of on the side of the view. So you would be like sitting over here in the corner, like crossing your leg and just kind of like reading through one of the books. Like one book on the side here and one book you're just reading. Actually, it might work better without the coach and the bag. Another point that I would like to actually make, if you specifically want to shoot in this metro station or any other subway stations that actually look big on every other pictures. So with this particular subway station, this is my first time shooting here. Therefore, my perception of this, or at least the perspective that I had in my head, was a lot bigger. That, you know, the station was actually quite grand, quite wide, but actually a lot of the Google images that I found on, well, Google Images were actually shot really wide from bottom up and things like that, so everything just looks so grand, looks so luxury, looks so wide open and everything. But in reality, it's actually quite small, but long, but really small. So yeah, just be prepared for that. Luckily, I'm shooting portraits, and also luckily the type of location actually suits my focal length as well. That being said, it did kind of put off some of my ideas within my mood board as well. That being said, that's why it's always good to prepare multiple mood boards, multiple concept ideas for the shoot, so that you can always be prepared and also pretty much adapt to that situation. So that's just a little bit of tip for you guys. Okay, I think we have it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's actually really tricky to just time things out right here, when the door is going to close, when the door is going to open, how crowded things would be, and what's in the background once the door is open. Are there any like bike wheels popping out, things like that? These are all the factors that, you know, I have no control over. But it's always good to do multiple trials, and as long as you're actually having fun and not being frustrated, then that's actually a good sign that, you know, you're just here to create. Please try not to be frustrated. I know it's just easier said than done, but it's always much more helpful to actually be, you know, more into the present and just be happy about things, because we actually did so many trials despite the cold condition, and to be honest, my right hand was actually bleeding because of how cold it was. But it's always good to just have fun, have the energy, and just continue to create and enjoy that creation, because it will just drive you and push you to want to create better and better results, even though the first few trials actually were better than the last few trials. But it's always fun to just see and go all the way before you just give up. So that's also another little tip for you guys.
Camera this time, or
yes. Well, kind of like into the direction of the camera, but not directly into the camera.
Ah, okay.
Woohoo. Yeah, this door.
U3 nach Krumme Lanken. Einsteigen bitte.
Yeah. One more, just one last one.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's still going. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Hard to wait.
this door. That's great. It's okay. Don't worry. What if...
I could put my feet on it. Would that look so...
But like, would you
vulgar?
fall? Because there's a column on top. Oh, like that.
I should do this kind of stuff because I'm not touching it.
Yeah, we can try. That's a stretch you're doing.
Well, there's definitely that.
What about if you sit on top here, your feet are on here, but you look through here?
Sure.
Let's try. So I'm only gonna be just seeing your face just through the gap. That's really nice. Okay. Let's... So yeah, that was it for this photo shoot. It's been really, really fun.
It was so
It was really, really more of like an experimental one, but it was really nice. My reference images towards this station has always been very different because the images on Google Images has always been very wide. So I was imagining this location to be much wider than it is right now. Sorry, my tongue is twisting because of the cold. We're really freezing cold.
We needed heat packs.
Yes. But yeah, Isa was really great today, and yeah, I hope you can actually gain something from this video. If you need a free photography guidebook, it's absolutely for free in my description section below. It's on my website. Just click and download. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun shooting. Till next time, bye for now.
Thank you.
You know, as a photographer, you spend half your life looking for the lens cap.